So what we are discussing here is for all of us. If we are failing, don't point a finger to the city of Bulawayo alone. Of course, they have a fair share of the blame, but what is your contribution? Now, in the presentations, I realized that as a strategy, we have not mentioned the National Clean Program, because that is a strategy which was brought in by government, and the EMA as our partner here in the city of Bulawayo. We have been seriously engaged on monthly basis. And what I can see is there's a slow buy-in on the National Cleaning Program. I don't know, for whatever reason. And if we cannot pick it up as City of Bulawayo, which means then there's a problem, engineers fund, that should be reflected also as a strategy on your presentation next time or on your action plans. Now, Doctor, they indicated that we should have invited meteorological services so that they could also talk about climate change. That is a very good proposition made. And another gentleman, they did mention that the composition of stakeholders is not good enough, because there are some people who are not with us today who have a lot in terms of trying to mitigate these environmental concerns, who are not here, and when we are done with this workshop, they are not with us. We are leaving them behind. So let's not leave them behind. Next time, let's make sure that we cast our net wider and have all these people participating. One good example that he gave is the judiciary. These are the people who will, after arresting these people, who will try these people. But if they don't understand the environmental issues, they will think we are just wasting their time. And enough people will be acquitted. Just like that. Okay, the other thing that I want to talk about is the waste management. Waste management, you did mention, Madam, that waste management it should be all-encompassing. Not only taking garbage from the source up to the last resting point. We should start with the separation at source, and then we have waste to energy programs. Waste to energy programs, I can assure you we have them. We had a company that we had partnered with, which was supposed to be helping with us, but that partnership, unfortunately, did not work well. But we have got other expressions of interest, and we are considering all those now to make sure that we've got so many partners that are willing to partner with the City of Bulawayo in waste management and also waste to energy come on board. You also mentioned the partnership with the institutions of higher learning, for instance, ZO, that you represent. That is a very good idea. And I tell you, partnership with institutions of higher learning is very important, and it has to be encouraged. And that's where our young people are. That's where a lot of innovation is taking place. These are the people, these are our leaders for tomorrow, and these are the people who can bring about innovation into this whole program. We thank you for that suggestion, Madam. We are also going to capture it in our action plan. Then the city bylaws and the garbage generation. City bylaws are there, and I'm sure they are adequate. And from time to time, we try as much as possible to review them. But for now, I'm sure they are adequate. But where we are falling short is enforcement. Enforcement cannot only be a ZRP and a City of Bulawayo security. We should also have community policy Because you are the very people out there as stakeholders, as the community, who are generating this litter. You are throwing litter everywhere, and you want to do business everywhere without licenses. So you are the people that we have to target and say, let's come together, let's see what we can do, let's have community policy. And then the other difficulty that we have at the moment is we know as City of Bulawayo, our security doesn't have arresting powers. For us to carry out operations, we should be carrying out those operations in support of the police. In other words, police are the ones who should be heading those operations. But they are also having a lot of things to do in terms of their mandate. So they are also falling short in terms of the support that they are giving us. But what we are doing as a strategy, we have already made a proposal to the Ministry of Local Government. It has gone through the Ministry of Local Government. It is now with the Attorney General. We want a situation like in all such countries where we have got metropolitan police who are able to arrest the offenders without a reference to national police force. We also suggesting that we have our municipal courts, because if we arrest everybody, as you can see right now in 5th Avenue, we have got more than 2,000 people who are operating illegally. Even if we were to arrest those people, if you take them to court, I mean, you are wasting court's time, and the court itself is overwhelming. So we are saying, let's have our municipal courts, which will also be affiliated to the judiciary, but which will be dealing with the very trivial issues like you have been caught selling your wares illegally or in a place where you are not supposed to be. So those are some of the things that we're trying to do. Then another lady from my sister, you did mention that there must be some empowerment programs or platforms for small to medium enterprises. Yes, in conjunction with the ministry, we are trying to do all those. We know formal employment is very low, and that is the mainstay of our economy. So we are trying. Those platforms are there. All what we need is putting everything together. The City Council and the stakeholders. In the city, we have got city economic development. That's the section that also looks at those issues together with other stakeholders in the city. So platforms are there, but they may not be adequate. It is everyone's concern, and therefore everyone should contribute towards the creation of those programs and platforms. Then there was a mention of saying, how do partnerships take place? Maybe people wanted to partner with council. Partnership, it is governed by legislation, the Zeta Act now. We used to partner as local authorities. We would just come in and say, I want to partner with you here and there, and we do the necessary due diligence. Then if we are happy with the proposed partnership, we go to council maybe for a resolution, then have the partnership taking off. But now, in terms of the Zeta Act, there is a section that identifies you when you come and want to do business without solicitation, which identifies you as an unsolicited bid. We have no authority as council, even if we were to identify that the partnership business that we want to do with us is really necessary. We cannot conclude it. We can only recommend to ZITA and eventually to cabinet for approval. I can tell you that process, it puts a lot of people off because the process takes too long and it requires a lot of patience. But what else can we do? We are a local government and we are a bureaucracy. We cannot avoid bureaucracy. Bureaucracy actually helps in certain areas because it does not give certain individuals and certain sections of council absolute authority over certain issues. So, unfortunately, we have to follow such processes. Madam Director, if I have not responded adequately to what has been contributed or asked, we have got other stakeholders here and those presenters who did present to respond to the questions that have been put before us. Thank you.
Thank you.